Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 199 of Moogle Radio. Yes, we're at 199. We've made it. We're back after a month of absence. We've been away for a month. Paul, I think it's been a month, right? It's been basically, yeah. I think it's been a month since our last episode.
I've been dying. Yeah.
Dying to be on again, or dying just in general?
Oh, just dying in general.
Okay.
When we took that small break because of obviously, I can't remember why we took a short break. Why did we take a short break? Was it just because of me being ill?
Because we didn't want to spoil anything. So because our next episode was going to be around the same time as the launch, so we took a break so we didn't spoil story, and then we took another break because reasons.
I was dying. Basically, 2 weeks ago, I went to have a biopsy. Then ever since then, I pretty much got a chest infection from my father because he came back from holiday with a chest infection. And then I had tonsillitis all in one. So it was not great. I was on all different types of pills, and I was like, I just want to die. My throat was dying, and then it was really bad because I had to Savage Raid as well. And so it was really bad because I was just coughing, my head, my sinuses. I was like, is this it for me? This is where I retire. So I'll become one with Mother Earth. But no, I'm alive now. Throat's all great. Got a little bit of cough here and there, but yeah. How are you, Chili? What have you been up to?
I'm not bad, thank you. I've been a bit tired recently. I don't know why. I think it's the weather. I'm not great with heat. But apart from that, I've been pretty good. I pissed off the internet with my Fantasy 14 comparison tweet. So we've been playing a bit of Fantasy 10. I'm gonna jump. I might be jumping into Fantasy 11 tomorrow because of the free login time. Because nice. I want to do the summer event because I always enjoyed the Fantasy 11 summer event. But apart from that, I've been fine. I've been hoping that we one day maybe probably keep a full static and maybe eventually one day kill the fight. But those things will have to somehow happen for us to do the fight.
That's just a dream.
Yeah, so just
that's a fever dream.
A static with everyone logging in. What kind of wizardry is that?
I mean, it happened the other night. We started on time with everyone here,
and I did really badly that night. So.
But we do have a guest, and
yeah, we do.
This guest has been making videos since the dawn of time. Has made every time there is a patch, every time there is an expansion, he will do anything out of his way to get every single video of your information, the know-how, the myth, the legend. We have Meoni on today. How are you doing, bud?
Hey, I'm good. I'm good. I'm not sure I'm a myth or a legend, but I'll take a guess.
Now you're a legend.
Yeah, I'm good. Legend. Psh. Doubt that.
When I had one of my friends come on stream and say, "Oh my god, you're playing with Meoni," and I'm like, "Yeah." But you know Meoni? Yeah. I watch his videos all the time. He gives me all the information on the patches and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, it's his job.
That's kind of cool. I love to hear it. But...
She was like really like hyped about it. I'm like, yeah, he's a great guy. Met him in real life,
small world. That's the rule about content creation that a lot of people don't seem to understand. You always say yes, never say no. And a lot of people always say like no, or they go, oh, I don't want to collab with that person. You'd be surprised. Like still to this day, Moogle go around, and you and Chili, obviously, Chili and Paul, are still like maybe the fourth other person that's ever contacted me to do something. So yeah, always say yes. You never know where it goes. Always reach out to people. But yeah, it's a weird one, isn't it? The 14 community.
As someone who invites people onto the show, yeah, it's I get really confused at the people that accept. I'm like, but you're much bigger than me. Why are you? I just said it just because.
Because it doesn't come down to numbers. That's the thing. It doesn't come down to numbers. It comes down to if you have a passion for the thing that you're talking about. And you'll find that very immediately between the people that say no and the people who say yeah. The people who say no typically are only looking for bigger places to push their stuff, right? And to promote rather than having a passion for the thing that they do. Not saying that the two things don't align, but they don't always for some. Whereas for me, I'll say yes to anything and anybody because it's an opportunity to meet like-minded people. And
we'll add that still. I'm sure.
I don't know.
I'm sure that there is.
No, that's how I'm.
In terms of content creation, yeah. I mean, you just go. I can do this.
it's the internet. There's some people that I would have to draw the line on. There's some people.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm not mentioning names. So.
I was going to say, because I'm completely in the dark here. I have no idea. But
yeah, I don't usually look for that type of stuff. I like looking at.
Hey, if there was somebody who was like the most notoriously evil person on the internet and they asked me to do a podcast with them, I would say yes, just simply because it would be a time capsule, wouldn't it? It'd be it would be an opportunity you wouldn't miss. Because even if you disagreed with them, it'd be very compelling, very interesting. Sometimes those are the best situations. Yeah.
I mean, we had what was it, the one that did the music for Final Fantasy 14? We had her on like ages ago.
Susan
Calloway.
Yeah.
And she had like a big thing. And so I was like,
and then we had that person ended up being. I removed his video, but like the person that we ended up being fake. Like we were told that he was a singer and stuff like that, and he was like promoting his band and stuff like that. And we found out afterwards that it was all not real. None of it been real.
Really?
Yeah.
What? I didn't know about that.
Yeah, we had him on the show a while back. He was like,
so this guy was like saying he makes music for what?
He just said he made music, like not for 14, but just like he's like,
right.
He played a lot of Final Fantasy 14. This was when we were, I wouldn't say smaller, but like, we were still getting it was the first few episodes of Moogle Ground, so we're still like working out what we were.
But is it bad? I don't remember this guy.
Don't you remember? I can't remember his name off the top of my head.
It's probably for the best.
Probably for the best.
It comes in all sorts of shapes and sizes, don't they, people?
Yeah. But no, we were like, it was like, I think it was like episode 20-ish. So like we were still working out who we were.
Oh god, episode 20 and we're on episode 199. Like,
hey, Fury.
Sitting
By
out.
the way, someone who might have been on tonight if Meoni wasn't able, Fury was putting his name forward. Fury, we'll try and get you on soon, though. I want to get you on again. I miss talking with you. So we'll try and get you on by the end of the year, hopefully.
Actually, still like sitting here trying to think what UK content creators for Final Fantasy, because I'm like,
Renan.
Is Renan?
Yeah, Ren Banana. Yeah.
Amber.
Oh,
I would. I know Amber just streams really, but Amber's a UK streamer at least.
It depends. What are you classifying as?
Like
specifically
streaming.
only 14.
Yeah,
there's not many of us, because a lot of people have realized that the downside to streaming Final Fantasy 14, unless you're like the mega sized channels to begin with, you have the dry patches, and a lot of people have realized that's not fun for them to stream, so they stream a lot of multi or variety stuff now. So a lot of people have moved into that, and some of them haven't come back just simply because it feels better for them to always have content to react to and games to play. And I would do the same, but
like Deja Vu. Deja Vu's jumped more into more.
I mean, whatever works.
Because Wobbsy also like he left and never came back. He's playing like gacha games and stuff.
Yeah, but the rule is that what works for one person doesn't necessarily work for everybody. So you have to just try things out. That's what the platform's for, right?
When the 31st of October happens, I'm not going to know what Final Fantasy 14 is.
Better do. You better still log in for raid.
That's it.
You better still log in for raid.
Hopefully you've cleared by then, and it'll be fine.
No, because if we clear the tier, we're going to go and obviously do futures rewritten, unwritten.
Oh,
yeah, the ultimate won't be until after anyway, because that's not until.
Yeah, but we need to keep constant practice. You can't just go away for 2 months and then come back and do an ultimate. No, you need to constantly be playing.
I mean, I'll constantly keep playing because I have like 3 raid teams that.
Yes, to help us play. We should hopefully be in M2S by then. It hurts.
Oh, I cannot wait to do B on fucking like 150 goddamn MS.
Ooh,
that's gonna fucking end.
Pheromones on American Ping. I'll say no to that.
At least I'm not a healer though. I'm a melee DPS on that one now. So
I will say though, if I ever leveled up on EU, I'd be like Ultra Instinct Goku, like dodging everything with the EU ping.
I feel that like when we had raid Sunday, and then I did that, and I went onto EU and did an expert, and I was like, oh my god, I can greed so much because I couldn't greed anything in fucking NA. I was like,
Mm.
But I think that's my problem though. It's like I play so much on NA, like it's what I play on. The only time I go on EU, it just feels, even though it's better, it just feels worse for me because I don't know how I'm. It just like, I know that sounds weird, but like it does. It just feels so different. But anyway, I guess we should talk about some of the topics that we've got up. PAX. Talk about EU. PAX West, which I think is America actually.
Yeah,
PAX American. It's in Seattle.
So I know what he's done here. He's linked the EU news website and thinks instinctively that PAX West has moved to the EU. I wish it did, because it would have been amazing if it was in the EU. But sadly, no, it is still in Seattle, like as it has always been, Chile.
Look, I actually don't know where PAX West is. I know it's based on that old comic book, right? Originally. The old web comic, right? But there's also a new challenge where you can win a cool bag. I want that bag.
I mean, it's only Valagomanda, and I don't think they even have to do it on Extreme.
Some come for the engine. I'm here for the tacos. That's a cool one.
Doing Valagomanda normal to get a bag. I mean, can you queue up for more than once? Because I'd be there. I'd be posting those things on eBay all day, dude. Are you kidding me?
I think it's one per person. But
I just come with a different hat each time and a mustache.
Speaking of hats, wins.
How many days is PAX? Maybe you can at least get 2. It's free. Yeah. No, it's Friday to Monday, right? So you could at least get 4. Just go there each day. They won't remember who you are.
Yeah, and after the 70th time, I finally paid for the plane ticket to get over there. Yeah, that's good. What's good about that though is the panel. I'm looking forward to that. With Kei Odagiri, the UI designer, right?
Yeah.
Lead
Which would
UI.
be kind of cool. We learned he worked on the group pose, so it'd be cool to see if we get any more group pose features teased for the at the panel.
I can guarantee it. You'll probably talk about the sticker system as well, because they're really into that at the moment. The Japanese side.
What stickers? Yeah,
the sticker system in the game is more used in the Japanese community than it is anywhere else. It's insane. Every screenshot has stickers on it. So
did you see? Was it they people that did like well first? They were sitting there doing screenshots and they put like stickers and everything on there, like trying to get like the perfect G pose and the stickers.
Yeah.
And on stream, we'll just sit there watching them do the G pose. We're like, oh yeah, someone else is trying to kill it too, but we're just still watching them G pose. It was great.
One of the things specifically with this guy that I'm looking forward to, though, is because he's the guy who did the lead for the VNC Dungeon Finder. So, like, you know, all of the interface for variant mode, where you have like the Nanamo storyline, all that stuff. All of that was done by him. That is pretty cool stuff. Like the expedition log, the codex, all that stuff. So, yeah, it's quite a creative side of the team.
I do hope they
I want to get the small fairy with the gun.
Yeah, I haven't done the variant dungeons either.
You've not done the variant modes? Oh, you definitely should. They're so much fun.
I think I've done one of each, but I've not done all the stories and stuff. So, and I've not jumped into the savage mode, which would be cool. But I talk about reusing like UI. I do hope that the relic in some, if they don't have it tied to the new, we know the name of it, but I can't remember the name. The Bermuda Triangle Eureka area. If they don't tie to that, I do hope they reuse the Mog Tome UI that they added with the most recent Mog Tomes, where you got the daily, weekly, well not daily, but you got the weekly, the Alter Mog and stuff like that. It'd be cool if they.
Oh yeah, it was so nice that menu. Relic. It was so good when they introduced that. It looked so good, so smooth. And also, I'm even more impressed with Dawn Trail, like the amount of effort that's gone into making these things load quicker. That's something that is, obviously a back-end system, but the UI is it's so fast now in Dawn Trail compared to how it was before, when you were trying to open something and then it would just be like hanging for a few seconds. And that applies to the PS5 version as well. It's so nice. So smooth.
Oh, it's not a UI change, but also one of my favorite big changes to Dawn Trail when it comes to improvement of like speed is pots. Like, we started to use
Oh, yeah.
bots in our clear, and I'm like, oh my god, I only have to press it twice at most instead of like a bajillion. Oh my god, what the hell?
Yeah, good system changes.
It makes
Honestly,
it
they're on
nice
point.
to weave in, definitely for like stuff like that. Feels so nice.
So you're talking about Shades Triangle, if you're looking for the name. But
That was it, yeah.
yeah, it's
Which
the
seems-
island.
Yeah. Which seems to be a reference to
no.
Final Fantasy 6 and 5, I think.
We'll go back to the island.
I think 5, yeah, something like that. It's a lush and
So-
fertile island, they say, that you spy on the horizon.
Oh god, don't use the word fertile with Twitter.
Men and vessels alike have been lost to its allure,
I
never
bet
to be
it
seen
has.
again.
Oh, it's got stuff to do with mermaids. Oh no, here we go.
Mermaids. Oh, that'd be. Oh no, not siren. Oh, do we
Oh,
finally get a siren like proper fight as opposed to just in Faros Sirius? That would be nice.
And
That would be
well,
nice,
you got to remember,
wouldn't
there's also the other. Not, I get. Isn't there like an instanced siren fight as well in the story?
Yeah, that doesn't count. That doesn't count. It's instanced garbage. Bring us an extreme, then we'll talk. She should have been a primal.
Ultimate siren. Oh, she should have.
Yeah.
it? Ultimate siren.
The other thing that Kei Odagiri is most known for, you know, the recent change where you have the ability to put your job icon and role next to your name. That has changed rating for me more than anything else in terms of the UI. Seeing where the tank is or seeing where, you know, the other person is that you're supposed to stack with, where they're actually there, instead of just having to go, oh, look, let's read past their massive four chapters long title and then their name to try and find them on the screen. So good. So that was him as well. Really, really cool.
That is good because I like that too.
Yeah, I use that. It's such a good change.
Yeah,
Seriously.
that was in
Because, you know,
6.4,
people that
I
have
think.
like Satan of the Firmament as their title, and I'm trying to find out who
I'm feeling called out here.
Both
I
of
also
you
feel
Angela
like
getting
I've
called
been
out because you
attacked.
both have it and I don't. So
That sounds like a you problem, Paul. Duh.
Man, if only you'd spent 20. If only you'd spent 48 hours on stream fishing, Paul, you could have got it.
when was that out? Was that my league period? I might have been playing league at the time.
But
League.
by the way, I really
Shiver.
stream warning. If there is another one of those, they expect me to just be going crazy on stream again because I will go for the same title.
I don't know if they will, because the suffering that people inflicted upon themselves, like I was sleeping on the floor when I was doing that, like having power naps to keep up with the rankings. I don't know if Square Enix are really wanting to push that again. It'll be surprising if they do. I would be for it, but Saint of the Firmament took years off my life, I think, genuinely.
Yeah. And we all know that, okay, the only reason why I got it before was to spite someone, so hopefully I don't have to do it again to spite people.
The reason I did it is to spite somebody who had multiple alts that was botting it on EU, and I refused to accept that this one guy basically had 6 titles. So I was like, no, I'm having the Weaver one, mine.
Yeah, this guy was shouting, haha, I have the Saint title from before, but I'm doing it again so other people can't get it. I'm like, no then, I'm getting it.
I guess some people saw it that way. Yeah, that's rough.
It's like he wanted it to be rarer by making sure that less people had it by getting it himself again.
The problem with Saint of the Firmament, originally, if you remember all those many months, I mean, we've talked about this before. I'm rehashing a dead horse here. But originally, you were supposed to have your name inscribed on the statue. That's what they originally said. And then they just dropped that and went, nah, it's just it's Weaver was the one. It's like, no.
Well, yeah,
no,
because it'd be really awkward. It'd be really awkward seeing some of the names. Like, yeah.
Somebody would have changed their name to like Butt Shart McGee or something, and it'd be on the statue forever. Oh dear. Or Sephiroth 777.
Even mine. Like, I'm called Daddy Chili. Like,
Yeah, that's wrong. That's weird. I'll be the first to tell you it's weird. I won't be the last.
Or even my EU name. Like, congratulations, Chili Farts.
Yeah. Yeah. Could be worse, I suppose, but still.
Yeah, it could be a lot worse, but we're trying to say in terms of service here. So.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
You also get a mini poster if you go do that challenge, by the way, just to bring it back on topic for you.
I thought that was just another bag that you could get. Like, I thought you could get, like, it maybe it flipped.
If you
Like
if you go to the panel
reversibles.
and if you go to the panel in person, you get a poster.
Oh
Yeah,
my god!
it's a cool poster.
Oh, no, I was
think.
right. There are 2 bags. Well, double
No,
sided.
it's one bag, but it's double sided, isn't it?
It's reversible. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
who'd want the Dawn Trail logo?
There's a
You
cool
want
photo
to have
spot
the
as well.
I'm here for tacos, man. Like that's where it's at.
Yeah. There's also a
You want
cool
tacos?
photo spot where you're around, Jay, where you can get a drink. Which, by the way, I remember that
Which-
being in 2014. Like, not that, but like, I remember 2014 London. They had during the first fan fest, they had drinks based on the game ones in game, which was kind of cool. But
Yeah, they
never
had
did
it in
that
the
again.
media tours as well.
Yeah.
The NA media tour looked exactly like that, so I think they're just reusing the same assets
Yeah,
for the
probably.
convention. Yes,
Oh.
very cool.
Either way, if you can go to PAX, enjoy it. Hopefully you get the bag and win. So yeah,
I want that hat, dude. Have you seen the hat that they're giving away?
I think I have that
That's so
hat
cool.
somewhere.
You've got the bucket hat? Oh, I'm so
I think I
jelly.
do.
I want that hat.
I know I have that Dawn Trail thing because someone sent me it. Yeah, the lanyard.
The lanyards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
someone from America sent me that. So,
Yeah, we got those from Media Tour as well.
well,
Cool.
I wasn't at this year's media tour,
Right.
so.
Cries in Normie.
Oh. Hey, me too. I wasn't there either, Paul. So.
I was very lucky.
sorry,
I don't
got
know
to
why I
do
was
the,
included.
Was it the voice actors and all that at the at the fan fest? Meanwhile, me at hotel room.
Eating chicken, yeah.
Man,
can't
at least
remember what it
look, I would have swapped places for delicious chicken, okay? I want a Wendy's again. I'm thinking about traveling another 4 hours for Wendy's.
What do you see
next
in
weekend.
Wendy's of all things?
I don't know. I
Like,
really like it.
why?
Just nice. The Baconator is really good.
Okay.
I'm more of a Five Guys kind of guy because I like Five Guys, but obviously Chili can't have Five Guys because it's made with like peanut oil and shit. So
Not
Sorry,
just made
the
in peanut
context
oil,
of
but
that
they have
sentence.
like
peanuts everywhere, quite literally everywhere.
Chili can't handle Five Guys peanuts. Is that what you're saying?
yeah.
Okay.
What can I say? I
See.
can't handle those Five Guys in my mouth.
Okay. All right.
That's what I need every time I
I
rage.
can't even be. That Five Guys meat is too much.
Fair enough.
Sorry, we're still Moogle around. We still don't.
And I'm thinking because in Sutton where I'm going this weekend, they do actually have a Wendy's there, so I might actually grab a Wendy's while I'm there.
Isn't Sutton like on a sea?
No, it's
Isn't it
in
called
London.
Sutton on
No.
Sea? Isn't it? Oh.
No, just
No.
Is that somewhere
Sutton.
else?
That is somewhere else.
Yeah,
Oh.
I don't think Sutton is anywhere near the sea.
I thought it was called Sutton on Sea.
Oh, there's
Is that
two
not-
Sutton supposedly.
Oh
Yeah,
god.
Sutton on
why?
Sea, and then there's Sutton London.
There's probably one in the
Folk or
US
something
as
like that?
well at this point.
Probably. we all know the US like to steal the names of our towns.
Truth.
Yeah, they just normally add the word "new" in front of it, and they're like, "Yep." No,
I would
it's
agree
new.
with you, apart from the fact there's a place that we found in the UK called New York, which doesn't make any sense. So there's there's York, there's New York, and then there's New York. It's like, huh? Why is there two New Yorks? But apparently it's because of the pilgrimage. So when the pilgrims went over to the US from obviously Britain, they named the place where they were basically living New York because they moved from York to New York. And then when they got on the boat, they went, "What should we call the place the other side?" I don't know, New York. Sure. That's why there's two New Yorks. It's weird.
Sure, why not?
Why not New York? You know,
Newest York.
newest. Yeah.
Newest New York.
You got York,
Crazy.
New York, Newest York, and then Newer York.
I want a Yorkie now.
I had a Yorkie
I'm
honeycomb
hungry,
earlier.
man.
Honey, they do honeycomb ones.
Yeah, they're
I'm
really
missing
nice.
out. So this diet's killing me. I'm completely out of the loop of chocolate and things these days.
Oh no, it's been
man.
out for a while. I don't know how
That's
long.
probably how long I've been trying to diet.
Sutton is near Bromley, which is where I was born.
Yeah, Bromley.
Oh. Why did
Speaking out,
you
I'm
say
also
that in a
going
weird
to-
accent? What?
Bromley.
It's not a
Well,
London
I'm,
accent.
I'm going to Birmingham.
Birmingham.
In Birmingham. Going there, not not next week. The week
My
after.
condolences.
Yeah, I'm going there with my family and seeing other people.
Fair enough.
I usually go up there for the Insomnia Game Festival, but that's kind of just died. So
You know the best thing in Birmingham? The fish market. That's about it.
Fishy, fishy, fish.
There's some really good fish there. Kind of off topic, but yeah, it's got good fish.
Yeah,
good
fine.
fish.
So, what
I
is the
love
next
Bromley.
topic?
Lots of
The
food places in
Rising
Bromley.
event, rising from
Yeah.
the occasion. We do have the Rising event.
That was your segue.
Yeah, it's a chic segue, don't worry.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Rise to the call, the wandering minstrel meets you. Oh, yeah, it's just the Rising event. We get like a nice little minion, a little like accessory, little bell thing.
No. We get a table nipple. Get it right.
Yeah, we get
Table
nipple.
Yeah, that's the table nipple. It lights up when it's dark.
As I say, it lights up when it's touched.
Yeah,
By the
well,
way,
yeah.
Didn't Yoshi P say that they only really add minions once that character story is finished?
Correct.
Now, that makes me sad because we've got Kryl right there. Now, I'm hoping it just means that Kryle's Dawn Trail story, because we've had like other Scions in the past and they're wearing the
It'll
outfits
just be a
of the
Dawn Trail
expansion.
one.
So I'm hoping this just means that Dawn Trail Kryle's story is complete, which sucks because obviously as a Lalafell and very biased, I would love more Kryle storylines in the patch. Like, I would love to know more about her parents and how it ties into her, and like, I would like to know more about her in the future because we know
the system shut down.
Yeah, but when we go to Meracidia in 8.0, she'll be the main. I can see it now.
You say that, but they keep saying that she's going to be main character, and then she gets like 5 minutes.
Calm before the storm.
She was like on, wasn't it Endwalker, where she was like on the main poster, but not actually in the story really. And then in Dawn Trail, they're like, it's her story, but she's in like the last 10 minutes. Like, I want more Kryle. I just want more Lalafells in general in MSQ. I'm sorry, it just is lacking.
Hey,
like,
we had Pippin for ages.
We also had Papalimo for ages.
And Papalimo kind of bit the dust a bit. And then you also had the other Lalafell, allegedly.
Yeah. Again, we're all talking about 2.0 and like 3.0.
Yeah. You're saying that the game's not had enough Lalafells. My argument is that was most of the game. The Monitress.
More Lalafell. I'm not talking like they have to be like the main target, the MSQ, but like we just need more Lalafells in the
main
story.
bad guy.
Yes. Do it. You know, I'll take that. I'll take
Xenos comes back as a Lalafell. Even easily puntable.
And he literally has a transformation where he turns into an evil potato. I'll take any of that.
That would be good. That'd be peak, actually. But yeah, you excited for your table nipple?
I mean, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what?
Why that though? Why lamp? Why?
The thing is though, next year you'll be able to pay to boob when it goes to the Mog Station.
That is true. Pay to boob. That's right. If you want to have boob-shaped table lights, you do. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm gonna have to pick up at least 2 of these when the event comes out. That's a good idea.
Yeah, because
maybe get a few of them, make smiley faces. But yeah, brushed up Kryl. Interesting. I mean, I love my minions. It's nice to see a model of her without her hood on finally. And being a Picto main now, yes.
Yeah, I've got 2 Picto mains in this chat right now.
I really hope that when you like use your title on her and poke her or pet her, that she does like the swish flick thing with a brush. That'd be the best thing.
Cool.
That would be cool.
Still nothing like the puffin though. I love my puffin.
If you're puffing, nothing like the seal. Salt and pepper seal is the best minion in the game.
I mean, I use the seagull, but just because of Jeff, I always have the seagull minion now.
Yeah. Got to represent the Jeff.
Yeah,
the Jeff. Speaking of Jeff, recently one crashed into someone's car outside. It was quite funny.
Okay.
Was the Jeff okay?
Was Jeff okay?
Window screen weren't, but the seagull in the end, it was fucking fine. He just
That's
flew
okay.
off.
The seagull 1, windscreen 0. Good. That's how it should be.
It was quite funny.
Well, you know what's going to be breaking records? The Dawn Trail soundtrack, which is coming out October 30th, which comes with a wind-up 0 minion. Yeah.
Minion's cool. Choice of minion, not so cool.
Really?
Didn't like 0.
I
I hated 0.
Really? That was the only good thing about the patches. in my
Oh,
opinion.
the fucking
Zero was just so boring to me. She was.
I mean,
just,
again, that's the only good thing about the. Sorry, the patch stories.
They tried to make Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory
what with a
as a
side?
female.
What?
No emotion at all.
I see what you mean, but Sheldon.
Every time she had a thought, she would just touch the tip of her hat, and I'm like, stop.
Oh yeah, that reminded me of just like the Reddit guy. I couldn't not see the
fucking
fedora
tip
wearer.
fedora,
Yeah,
it's like, oh,
yeah,
no,
that's all I could
way.
see when I looked at Zero. I was like, okay, I didn't like you before, but now I don't like you at all.
Apple.
Just it was an interesting storyline. Don't get me wrong, but the character that they had for that.
Best parts were the food in it, and there was like one like big dumpling that got ripped apart. That was the best part of the whole fucking thing.
No, the best parts were when she wasn't on screen and we were dealing with the actual void scent because those were cool. Like I loved those boss fights in the dungeons, the music, yeah. The Dawn Trail soundtrack is going to be amazing because obviously it's got B on there for a start. So
yeah, I think
and then they've
that's
got those
going to be the
EPs as
first.
well.
I think that's going to be the first soundtrack I've actually ever bought because I haven't bought any of them really. I have like
Brilliant.
2 of them, but that's only because I was given them. Thank you again to Square Enix providing the soundtracks. But like, I've never bought any of them. But I think Dawn Trail will be the first one I actually buy. Like, I just hope it has good. And the EP's out now for Dawn Trail. I just realised I could buy it now.
Yeah, they've got staggered releases of different EPs.
Yeah,
Like,
EP3 is out.
Yeah, and then we've got one on the 20th, which is it's got Be My Honey in it.
It's the 22nd right now. So.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah.
22nd now.
Oh, so that's already out. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. True. I was
So
reading the
I
date wrong.
Like, I'm like, wait a minute. You're quite late.
I will have to pick that up because I like that Be My Honey, which, yeah.
That and the M4 theme.
Yeah.
As well.
None of them,
Which is pretty good.
opinion, still beats the Stormblood boss fight music. That's still my favorite music for
Really?
any fight. I don't know. I just love it. Storm of Blood. Sorry. I don't know. It's probably one of my favorite tracks in the whole.
Cool.
That's just me. So yeah, the Dawn Trail soundtrack.
I'm not sure what my favorite would be actually.
The Rising.
Was it? What was the fire dude in the
Fire
trial?
dude.
Ifrit.
No, not Ifrit. Well, he's not a dude. Ifrit
Yeah. I'd call it Ifrit a dude.
No, the one with the cape. He was in the Dawn Trail, not Dawn Trail. Endwalker.
Rubicolo, what his name is?
The Rubicolo.
Rubicante.
Rubicon from.
Rubicante. Who's Rubicolo? What? Is that his brother? His like lesser known brother. He still has a cape, but it's a different color. Dear. Rubicante, yeah.
That music in that fight. Oh, so good.
Rubicolo.
From Gather Together.
It just reminds me of what's his name? That guy from the Hook movie with Robin Williams, Rufio. Rubicolo.
I don't know why he's got it.
I probably won't buy it because I could put my money to other things.
Well, yeah, you got to spend all your money on Warhammer and paid for Warhammer.
The Dragon Age Collector's Edition.
Oh God,
it costed me a lot.
What'd you get with the Collector's Edition of Dragon Age? Did you get a dragon?
Really cool. You get a dagger, a light up dagger, which. Really
Do you
cool.
get a dragon though?
No.
No, disappointed.
Bunch of really low tarot cards, bunch of like art stuff.
Man, but
no,
if I had the money,
you know, they did like a Bethesda. It's like you don't actually get the game with it. So
you get the game. You get the game. No, you do get.
You
the
don't
game.
get the game.
You do get the game. There's 2 versions, Paul. One with the game, one without. You can buy it with the game if you want to.
Oh, I didn't see that on the.
What's it called? The Veil Guard.
Yeah, the Veil Guard. Yeah, which is stupid because I don't know why they had the dirt in.
The Whale Guard. Apparently,
the Dawn
my
Trails.
brain just changed.
I like how I still go to the Bioware like website. They have like Dragon Age, Mass Effect, and then Anthem still when Anthem got discontinued.
Thank God.
take
I
one
hated
day.
Anthem.
I actually really liked it.
God. Just shovelware garbage.
Then
Looking forward to that.
if I had the money, I would so buy the Sonic Collector's Edition. Though I wish I had the money.
What comes with
don't.
that?
What
Do you
it's so
get a
beautiful.
Sonic?
No, it's even better than that. Okay, you get the soundtrack. Okay,
Shadow.
you get
not
the
interested.
game comes in a Dreamcast style case,
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
interested.
and then it comes with some Chow figures. It comes with some shoes,
What?
tiny Sonic and Shadow key shoes.
He comes with shoes.
Yeah, and and then an art book, right?
Are
And
they
then a
real
steel
shoes? Can you
case.
wear the shoes?
No, they're like keychains. They're little
Oh,
keychains
what's
of
the
shoes.
point of that?
And the
keychain?
greatest thing of all, this is why this is one of the greatest collector's editions of all time. Okay, it comes with a statue of Sonic, right?
Okay.
It comes with a statue of Shadow on a Dreamcast.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
It comes with
Okay.
a model of a Dreamcast with Sonic and Shadow stood on it.
Fair enough.
You tell me that's
I
not
mean,
one of the coolest
if they
things of all
didn't
time.
if they didn't include a Sonic, that would be like the worst thing ever.
Look, there you go. Look, that's the I put in the show stuff.
Those key rings are so bad. They're so bad. With little booties for like an invisible child. What is going on with those? Where's the like? If I pulled my keys out of my pocket, I'd just be laughing every minute, going, "Where's Sonic? I don't know."
What is worse?
He's got his
What is
teeth.
worse though? You've got two keychains for Sonic shoes, and you got just one spare for Shadow. Shadow only gets one shoe.
Wait, why has he only got one shoe? What's Shadow's
One.
foot? What?
He needs one.
He only needs one. Yeah, he hops. That's the secret of this version. You get a hopping Shadow when you boot it up. Oh man,
But this is $250.
Jesus, for one shoe.
One shoe. It's like two shoes for that much money.
And as it's limited run games, you know how expensive their shipping is. So
Do you reckon this
Yeah.
Dreamcast is actually functional?
no, it's not functional. It's
Could
just
we
a
make
figure.
it functional?
Probably
I
make
mean,
it function.
probably with science.
Is it actually full size or is it a small version? I need dimensions of this Dreamcast collectible.
I mean, it probably isn't. It's being done by limited run games, so I expect it to be like 2x2. Probably.
So it's like going to be the size of, probably that shoe in reality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Actually, look at the DVD case. Hold on a minute. We can judge the size based on the size of the DVD-sized case. Actually, hold on.
Yeah.
I don't have Dreamcast in this room. I think it might be like slightly under. You'd be able to cram a chipboard in there.
well, even if you
Oh,
could, you could
100%,
probably put a Raspberry Pi in there and use that.
Well, legality. Yeah.
I mean,
Emulation.
uh,
I don't know.
Anyway.
Mine was less expensive, so.
If the lid opened, though, you'd end up like decapitating Sonic and Shadow,
Yeah.
so they'd lose their head as well as their feet.
and he only
great.
has one shoe, so he needs to keep it. Anyway,
This is
I
such a
guess we
bad
should go
collector's
on
edition.
topic again.
There was a topic.
That's what
I
got.
guess I was going to bring this up because I guess I shouldn't really, but like I was seeing this,
What's this?
being a thing on Twitter, being drama, and I kind of want to bring it
Where?
up just because. Yeah, no,
Where?
Twitter drama. Sorry, X. It gonna give it.
Go
to
on
you.
and explain this one to me, because I am completely in the dark
Well,
with social
do you
media
remember,
drama.
there be a meme of Bakuja baby girl, the whole thing with her and the voice
Roughly,
actor.
and I was confused. Yes.
Basically, they just made a Twitter account where she flirts with the character, and then the voice actor got involved. And anyway, I'm not going to go into too much detail because it's a bit weird and strange, and even I find it a bit on the unnerving
Without
side. But
context,
I'm-
it's not painting a great picture because
No.
I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on with us.
Anyway, the voice actor has got some prints that he's going to sign at an event.
Oh, cool.
And Twitter's going angry because he made one of the prints be with the character that from the Twitter, with the person that's been tweeting him about stuff that
Okay.
They're Warrior of Light, so they're OC.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like
I have thoughts on that.
my view
I
is.
think.
Sorry, carry
No,
on.
you go first. You go first. I want to know
My
what you
view
think
is,
about this.
if it was the only art that you could get, then yeah, I would understand complaining because you're in it to see the voice actor. You probably don't care about this other character, or you're here for Bako Jar Jar because you're a fan of the voice actor and you're a fan of the character. But the fact he said that there's 5 other different prints that you can get signed without her on it.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem. If this was the only art, I would understand the backlash because if I am going there, I would, if I could have a choice of, I would like my character there, but that'd be completely impossible for them to do that. But yeah, that's my view on it. Go on, carry on, Meoni.
I agree for the most part. With you, if that is. But I would say that surely, if there's like what 3 or even if there's only 2 prints, and this is one of them, there's another choice. If people are so against that particular character being in there, like you said. But additionally to that, isn't it? You know, this is a piece of his own input to this thing, right? And you can see in the comment section of this, I see immediately that it was such an honor to draw for you. So the artist, it was a commission piece, right? So the person commissioned this to be one of the things that he would sign, and then, you know, presumably, I don't know if there's any kickback to the artist. There always should be, but if not, then that's cool. You know, if that's the agreement they've made. But it's kind of the person themselves signing it. If it's their choice, they should be able to sign whatever the bloody hell they want to. They should always have the executive decision. Like if I was placed in that position and somebody had made a meme that I found particularly funny, and you know I had the consent to include those people in it, then why not, right? Yeah, I don't understand the basis for drama in this. I think a lot of people see jokes very differently in 2024 than anybody ever used to, right? If you were to do this 10 years ago, it might be a very different story where people would just brush it off. But I think the oversensitivity of a lot of situations with comedy, and this is basically comedy, right? This is the voice actor saying something as humorous. So he's like, this is funny, let's include this. You know, I don't think people have this weird privilege thing where they think they, you know, can complain about anything, and it's getting very tiresome. And I don't see the problem with it. Sign whatever the hell you want. If you like something enough to have a piece of artwork commissioned of it, sure, why not? You know, it's not like this was something that he was forced to sign. This isn't something that, you know what I mean? Like, this is something they voluntarily decided, I would like to sign this. I find this funny. This character's funny. I'm interacting with the community. And at the end of the day, the voice actors for Final Fantasy or any other game, they always try to, you know, include themselves as much as possible with the fans. And they obviously found this entertaining. You know, would it be any different if this was Peter Bramhill in this place, for example, for Thancred? Would this be any different with Beth Morga? I don't think it really would, because people would complain anyway. But there's been all sorts of memes about those characters. What makes this so different? That's what I don't understand.
Because people took it out of context, because the Baku Jar Jar baby girl person, made her OC kind of centered around it. She didn't mean to be it, of the art that was used. But this was a collaboration between her and the voice actor.
So it wasn't a commission piece.
She put a thing out. I put a thing in there. I don't know what it is. I just went to go have a little search on the account, of which this was, you know. But yeah, no, I don't know, people are weird. People are taking this in a weird way of harmless fun of a character.
I mean, that's just the internet, isn't it? At the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's just the community as well, taking it to a weird dance.
I think it's less of drama. It's more of like a certain minority of people who are finding drama out of nothing because there's nothing bigger to complain about at the moment, is there? So
yeah,
it's just one of those typical phases in the year.
Yeah, this is the community that like boosted up this Twitter user who made obviously his tweet of Buckle Jar Jar's baby girl, the whole big meme, and the community brought her up, and now the community's just kind of like, now
it's
we
not the
turn
community.
because society's stupid.
It's set people who speak loud. It's like the official Final Fantasy 14 forums. If you visited that on a if you visited that on a daily, you would think that this community was completely insane, because that's the loud minority of people who will complain about difficulty in a normal mode. You
could have ended that with if you visited.
Unplayable. You know what I mean?
You could have ended that sentence with if you visited the forums. You didn't have to add daily. I'm sorry.
It's just social media is a pile of shit anyway, so why anyone's paying any attention to anything other than memes in the first place, I don't know how much time in the day you have.
Pay attention to Meoni's tweets. Go check out Meoni on YouTube and Twitter. Sorry.
Weird plug. But it's X, it's Twitter, it's a cesspool. It's like Reddit, You search your name on Reddit, all you see is
art. That's
hate
legit.
Posts.
Like
the
cool
art, quote unquote.
Memes and stuff. It's what I do. I look on there for a lot of Dragon Age
way
stuff.
Too much.
But yeah, with what little you have given context of past what you've told me, I think that's stupid, and the voice actor has every right. Yeah, the voice actor at the end of the day has every right to choose who or who he does not collaborate with and what they include in anything. And as a fan of the voice actor, if you should be more than happy that you're getting somebody who's interacting with the community as much as they are, because in lots of other games it's not always the same storyline. So to have somebody going, I'm going to, willing to spend my time signing things for you, in a manner that where you have some kind of interaction. It's like people who are on Cameo. It's very rare, but there are some amazing people you wouldn't expect that go on there, and you can ask them, oh, I'll pay you this amount of money. Can you wish my friend a happy birthday? Those are awesome, because they don't have to do any of this, right? Because at the end of the day, they've made their currency from their job. That's, in theory, hopefully, they've made the currency from a job that they deserve. Right, so anything extra than that, they're doing out of their own heart and their passion for what they do. So who are we to judge who they fucking collaborate with? We're not.
It's like also like when content creators collab with like other content creators, and like people are like, oh, why are you doing it with them and some shit? What, they're allowed to do what they want to do?
That's right. As I said at the start of this podcast, never say no, always say yes. Because even if the worst person on the planet invited you to have a talk with them, you don't have to agree with them. You can
have a good conversation about it.
Exactly. And that's what people don't understand.
I wish people would come to me and be like, hey, want to come on a show? That never happens. So I'm like, okay, cool.
Works both ways though, but yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm not as good as a content creator than most people. I just sit here and do fuck all.
I mean, it's also like putting your name out there, like, as I said, I'm on Twitter way too much, and because of that, like, that's again one of the reasons why I get like, I was on Chaos's live stream recently, which, by the way, I still can't believe he used me as a thumbnail. I'm like, really? That's not going to bring using me as a thumbnail is not going to bring anyone in. But okay, sure, fine, you can do that. Anyway, I guess let's go on to the main topic.
Sorry, I was like, before that, I was supposed to say, like, I'd probably get into content creating more, not for 14, because I feel like I'm not good with anything with 14. I won't find anything. That obviously Meoni finds everything, to housing, to fun little quippets and games and stuff.
That's because I like playing the game, and it's just a side effect of me wanting to get those items anyway. And I know for a fact that if I didn't record them, I wouldn't bother getting them. That's the other side of it as well. It's kind of, it works two ways. It's my main game though, whereas not everybody shares the same feeling about that. They want to do variety. I don't really.
You tried to do variety, but you just didn't enjoy it.
It's a fickle audience for variety. So, and I'm not that compelling either way. So variety, it's like being out of my depth with something is even worse.
I think as soon as like Dragon Age hits, I'm probably going to do motion creation on that. It's a game that got me into the fantasy genre. So
I still have your first episode of that podcast you made on my hard drive.
I still have that, and I just stopped it because every time I tried to messaged people to come on, there was just blank ghost noises. So I was like, okay. Cool.
Well, we should move on to finally talking about the raid stuff because, well, we didn't want to. Basically, our last episode was so long ago that the raid was just coming out, so we didn't want to spoil it. But yeah, we should now talk a little bit about the raid. Now, I haven't completed the Savage, so I really do not have any permission to talk about Savage because I'm stuck on M1S, and one day maybe I'll clear it. But Meoni, you've been making some progress with M1S. Thoughts on this tier? Well, you're on M3S, should we say?
Progress with M1, yeah, in the first week. Yeah, we're up to M3. Saw her in Rage twice tonight, but that's as far as we've got. It's probably one of the comfiest, yet it's comfy, yet still challenging in the right places. Savage tier that I think I've played in the game since probably Omega, like some of the Omega stuff like Delta Escape, that kind of stuff, right? It feels like it's a happy place for it to be. Now, obviously, being the first wing of 4, right? First wing of bosses of 4, it's always going to be easier, right? So we can't rest on our laurels too much. But I think mechanically, it's forgiving enough to be not frustrating, but also not frustrating enough to make you see doom, right? There's always a thing you can get past, right? There's less body checks for the most part than any of the Pandemonium stuff, which is why I like it. But again, comparing it to Pandemonium would be like comparing the end of an expansions raid series to, you know what I mean? It's not really that fair, especially the later bosses. But it's comfy. The music's fantastic. The character design. I mean, how much do you want me to talk about this? Because I could gush for ages. But the Savage stuff, the Savage stuff is very rewarding feeling. And I haven't felt like that with Savage in a long time. Now, some people are saying it's a really easy tier. A lot of those people are in like the world first or the first prog clear week 1 groups, but they'll always say that regardless, right? Because of skill threshold and, you know, raiding more than 2 days a week in a lot of situations, and having that experience of people doing it almost as a job, right? So the comparison isn't there. But for someone who casually approaches this content and eventually clears it, it feels more accessible at the start and then ramps up perfectly in the places it needs to, with certain exceptions of just sporadic randomness that I am surprised is even then there. Like specifically M2S with pheromones. That's a meme at this point. Like people trying to overanalyze that, trying to figure out if there's a set pattern. At the end of the day, you Mario Kart around the arena, baiting as many of the lines as you physically can until it all goes to shit, and then you just go and smudge off into the distance like I do, or somebody sprints off and hope that you don't get clipped, and you hope to God that you don't give her a buff, because the more buff she has, the more, well, it's impossible. Honestly, it's rough unless you've got some decent gear, especially at the start when you're progging. But yeah, it's in a good place. And if they did another tier in a series like that, I wouldn't be disappointed. And I hope that they keep the design of the fights as unique as they have felt in this tier. It's your turn to talk now because I'm ranting.
But no, I agree with this. Like, I like, it's the same thing when people were asking for more difficult dungeons or more like harder fights. Like, I agree. I kind of want. I enjoy. This has got to be some of the best start of expansion content that. You might not like the story, but the battle content has been top tier, and I'm happy that it's. My main worry when people were asking for harder content was the fact that I was worried that Square Enix would see that, and response would be, everyone gets damaged down every 5 seconds, and the boss does a bajillion damage. Like, I'm happy that a lot of the fights have been more difficult because they're mechanically challenging versus just being a DPS and heal check. I would rather be challenged as a player rather than having to worry about bigger numbers, either being taken or given. I just much prefer it being more mechanically, which they've done. This is much more mechanically challenging, even though it's not that challenging. It, as you said, it is the start of the expansion. As long as they continue this route and keep pushing it this way, I think this will probably be one of the best tiers that they've done in a long time. Like,
there are still pretty hefty DPS checks on those fights,
pretty
especially when you
healer checks as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah,
Damage
but,
is
like-
fucking coming
it's
out
not
left,
just
right,
I don't think it's just mechanical differences.
but I don't think that's much more than normal.
yeah, it is.
You
I
wait
don't
until
know.
you see that DPS check, my friend.
Yeah, but
It really
I'll be
is.
rooting you on M1.
like next in a couple of weeks we'll get weapons, which will be 20 levels.
Yes.
20. You know, the next week we'll have the weapons if you're just doing normal. Savage, you already
That's
have
right.
the weapons, but like
Meoni's
you'll also
gonna
have the
show us
upgraded weapons
in
as
it.
well. So
I mean, at the end of the day, it's not the gear that kills the boss. It's the people being alive and learning from the mechanics that they see before them. So if you can
and
gradually
working out
see it.
angles. Damn you, angles.
Like it's the deployment of the mechanics that makes this raid tier so interesting and unique to me because of how well it seems to have been paced. Like you still have the initial, oh look, this is a raid wide at the start of every fight, but you have like the build up, especially on M3S that we're working on at the moment. It starts to gradually make you realize, yeah, you think that's bad, we're going to add this. And the build up for boss fights is probably the best it has ever been in Savage in terms of adding mechanics onto mechanics and making them feel like completely different mechanics and making you second guess the ones that came before. There's a lot of learning that happened from Kefka, for example, with the question marks of, is that actually what he's doing or is he doing the opposite? Now we have that with flamed fists. So we have a visual identifier on the boss. So if he has a flamed fist, his fists are on fire, he does the opposite of what he's doing. So you have to pay attention to tells on the boss from what we've learned from previous tiers, as well as layered mechanics. And it builds really nicely. There's no... like, for example, P7S was a bag of shit for me personally in Pandemonium. I hated that fight. And the reason was, it wasn't a hard fight. It was the fact that progging that fight was literally 90% of a fight, well, 75% of the fight, actually, to be factual, is basically ZZZ. You just go to sleep, all right? And then the rest of it is so backloaded, they decided that they were just going to backload these fights. And a lot of it was the same for the 8th fight as well, and so on and so forth. It's not the best way to learn a fight. The best way to learn a fight for somebody is to have the mechanics introduced to them in sections, have them earlier on, right? You need to see if something is telegraphed or not at the start of a fight to then learn from it later. Yes, you can add a modifier to make it do the opposite of what it's doing or whatever, but you need to have that learning process rather than having just suddenly you're all dead. Why are we all dead? Oh, I don't know. It did 7 casts in a row of all these different things. Whereas this tier doesn't feel like that. And it could be just resting on the laurels for the first tier, but I don't think they've ever done a first tier as well of an expansion before mechanically as they have done this time. So yeah, if it ramps up for the second one, awesome. But please keep the same learning order, right? The same process. Make it harder. Do what you want, but keep the process of introducing mechanics the same as they were in this tier, and I'll be happy.
What's your favorite mechanic so far?
Can I be just horrible and say pheromones because it's hilarious?
No.
Just because
mine is the heart one. The hearts in that fight because I think
Ron Hart.
No, not Ron Hart. The
Not
actual
Ron
heart
Hart.
mechanic.
Oh, the actual just normal hearts.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the obviously like honeybee. I love those mechanics because
the
they make
beats.
you like, okay, you have to have a certain amount of hearts, and if you do go up to 4 hearts, it heals her. I was like, I think that's cool. And gives her a damage as well, which is good.
It's a good play on the normal mode as well, because you learn something by doing the normal mode. That's something else that you should talk about, is that in previous tiers from previous expansions, the normal modes have been so alien in comparison to the Savage versions, where you would go into the normal mode, like I would go in the previous expansion into normal mode, into, I don't know, any of the fights, and they'd be like, what is this mechanic? Completely different things, and you get used to something. So the learning is, like two separate fights. Whereas in this tier, it feels like, hey, you remember this from normal? Well, it does this, but it does something else. It's still there. And that's what I love about this so far. Every boss has kept something, or most of the mechanics from normal, but made them harder.
I know this will sound stupid, but I was recently teaching some people Alexander Savage, A12S, right?
Yeah.
Because they wanted to try it like minimum my level. So I was teaching people that like you're supposed to have like one tank go in, one healer, and 2 DPS right in the portals. And then I ended up later on getting the A12 normal in the normal raid. And we ended up nearly killing everyone because I was off tank because I was leveling tank at the time. And for some reason, the main tank also decided to jump into a portal. So both me, because I was doing Savage, so I was like, oh, I'm the off tank. I should go into this portal. And then the other tank was like, I'll go into this. So Alexander was just running around murdering everyone.
So you had no tank.
Tanks.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
That reminds me of some of my blue mage attempts on that fight where we've basically had to come out and then there's literally just me there. I'm like,
oh.
I don't have the tank mimicry. This is going to hurt.
I was in chat going, this is how we're doing Savage. And the chat was like, no, but this is normal. I'm like, oh, yeah.
No.
Yikes.
Yeah.
But
I think this is such a better beginning of an expansion and just a better Savage overall. I hated last year's Savage, but that was the end of an era of Savage. And I was like,
it feels good to be fresh.
Yeah, it feels good to be fresh. I'm actually really enjoying it. I thought I'd be overwhelmed having 3 statics going off all at the same time. I thought I just feel like overwhelmed and feel like I'll just get bored and very tired. But no, it still keeps me on my toes. Like every time we're doing re-clears or anything, it still keeps me on my toes. I'm like, oh yeah, cool, I can do this, and it's good.
Yeah, I mean, it's
burnt out already, so it's like it's good.
It's a reflection on the full reset of the game itself as well. Like, I mean, if we've got 10 more years plus of this to look forward to, I'm excited. Storyline wise, I'm still on the fence in terms of the MSQ, but that's not the point of this topic anyway. But the raid storyline is great. I've got no problem with it. But I will say so far, just overall, the content is greater than Symbol, the storyline in this expansion so far. If it wasn't for the content, I don't think I would have enjoyed it as much. Just in general, the duties have been amazing.
This is literally just Stormblood 2.0.
Yeah, but Stormblood had the redemption of having Hingashi, whereas this doesn't have that.
Yeah,
it just feels like we're always in Girabania.
I'm just saying that the story wasn't as great, and the content was what carried Stormblood.
I liked half of Stormblood's storyline.
I mean,
I think like most of us.
Yeah.
Well, no, because I like
half of the story.
I mean, Stormblood should have been 2 expansions. One should have been Hingashi, Far East, and one of them should be Girabanian West. That's what they should have done. Putting it into one expansion felt disjointed. I've said this before, but the storyline suffered because of it. And I think Square Enix know that, which is why they're not doing it again.
I mean, you say that, but they did that with this expansion where the storyline is 2 different storylines. So,
yeah, to some degree, but it's on a completely. It's not like there's 2 different continents. It's not like there's 2 different.
I mean,
main storyline. Not. You know what I mean. I'm referring to the fact that now it's more related to a character. Specifically than the zone.
That shit fucking popped out the goddamn like warp. You can't count that as another fucking. That's a whole other universe. That just popped into existence.
We're just here now. Hi.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it was. They're just like, I'm here now. Oh, okay. Now let me sacrifice your souls to fuel my never-ending city.
Yeah, I still don't know what to make of that ending. By the way, with the.
That was the fucking ending.
No, the actual ending. You know, with the Azem symbol for a start. That has me all over the place with my brain, and also the tiara.
Yeah,
it's still there. I'm like, it is the tiara, right? Yeah, and it's like, hold on a minute. Why is spherical woman still alive? why is a sphere?
By the way, do you think it's supposed to be like a reference of 9? Because 9, the princess in 9 was called Garnet.
All right,
So
here you go. Here's what you do to bring back Dawn Trail's MSQ. You want my take on this, right? Here's
Yes,
how
okay.
you make everyone happy, right? Suddenly, there's a being that appears which tears the sky above the entirety of Taral open, okay, and tries to shatter the crystal, right, or something, and it's Necron, and Necron just invades the world.
No.
That's how you save it, and that's how you bring it in line with 9. Because why they
I-
haven't done Necron yet, I have no idea, but that
No.
would be the
No.
big bad.
Please,
That's right.
please.
My mind won't go into that. My mind was going, what, Shadowlands?
No, shush you. You don't talk about the Warcraft expansion. I knew you would say that.
Necron would be the jailer though. Right.
What, a really shitty boss? It did fucking
No,
nothing just
no.
to tell you, oh, by the way, something worse is coming. Oh, and guess what? I'm a fucking
That sounds like
puppet.
Necron. Not gonna lie, that sounds like Necron.
But the thing is, though, when you saw her final form in that robot, did it not remind you of Necron's model slightly
Yeah, it did a little.
anyway?
Yeah, it did.
I was like,
It reminded
I'm like,
me of the
hold
Jailers
on
model.
a minute. Maybe this is the catalyst.
like
Maybe.
the whole thing was kind of like Garland's plan in 9. Spoilers for 9, but like he was like killing people. to
Spoilers
stop
for a
it.
game over 30 years old, yeah.
Like wasn't he killing people to like steal their souls away to save them?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's what Queen was doing,
Pretty
right?
much.
yeah, it's very Garland.
Hey, if we suddenly see the clouds open up and then a giant eyeball beaming people up, and it turns out to be the what is not the Invincible, is it? What's it called?
Yeah.
Oh, balls.
Yeah, I thought it was called the Invincible.
Was it the Invincible? Oh, balls. What was it?
The Eternals.
Not Pandemonium.
No, it's not the Hildegard. That's the wrong airship.
God, what's the name of Garland's bloody giant evil airship with the eyeball? And everyone thinks it's a dragon's eye, and then it turns out it's an airship, and then
Nidhogg,
Zidane's like,
No,
"Oh balls! I need to Google that now."
Bahamut, the Death Star.
I think it is the Invincible. I think you were right.
Is it
I
actually
never played
Invincible?
9.
Yeah, the Invincible.
How was I right about something? I'm never right about something. Oh, it is the Invincible.
Yeah.
Yeah, Garland would be a great boss.
Yeah. Only if we get Kuja. Like, imagine all
Everybody
the fan
wants
art if we get
Kuja.
Kuja. I'm sorry, but even
Hey, we've
Paul
had
will make
Kafka,
fan
so
art-
Kuja's possible.
Paul will make fan art for Kuja. I think Kuja would be one of Paul's.
Are we
favourite
talking Kuja with or without the hot pants?
characters. Yeah, with. Screw it,
Okay,
just give him
with
the
the hot
tiny
pants.
bikini shorts as well. Just
It's
give
so weird.
have him transform from
Yeah.
hot pants to tiny underwear.
Oh, no. But this
That's
is where
his
you could bring in your Lalafell as your
that's
main
his-
antagonist.
That's his only appearance in like his phase 1. He has pants. Phase 2, he loses the pants. That's it.
Mum, can we play Final Fantasy 9 for Kuja? We have Kuja at home. Kuja at home. Lalafell Kuja.
For
No.
Paul, anyone else Google it, but like for Paul, there's Kuja.
Yeah,
Oh,
Paul's
this guy.
gonna-
Yeah, we saw
He
this
rides
guy.
he rides a
Paul.
sexy dragon as well. So
For God's sake.
Rides a sexy dragon.
He
Don't
does.
leave
So-
much to the imagination, does he? A lot of
No.
skin.
so yeah.
I mean, yeah, we could have like him.
But
as
okay.
I don't know what he does.
Okay.
But he obviously could have like a Kefka sort of fight, but obviously that would be a trial.
That's Necron, by the way, for reference.
Okay, Meoni, I will
Well-
give you Necron and Kuja if if I can get, because remember Blue Mage is getting its level increase, right? And you know the
Yeah,
carnival
sadly.
fights.
God.
Carnival fights exist, right? You get like you do like the special carnival
Really?
fight. I will accept Kuja and Necron if the next Blue Mage level cat fight is against Quana from 9.
Yeah, as long as the fork is the weapon that you unlock for the Blue Mage. Like a
Yeah,
fork
yeah,
can.
of course. It's got to be a
Yeah,
fork.
I'd be down for that. Yeah, that'd be brilliant.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
Right.
original Blue Mage, one of.
yeah. They can, because it always has like the little sphere. The sphere could be at the base of the fork.
I think, you know what they could do with the storyline? Now we're talking about the MSQ. So, you know how Sphene is supposed to be a reflection of Garnet, right?
Yeah, I
Well,
would say so.
Garnet had a sister in Ico, so where's Sphene's sister?
True.
They could easily do an Ico, but they'd call her like, I don't know, Square. Because they've got Sphene, they'll have Squareana or something. I don't know.
I mean, Sphene is a gem, right?
Right,
So,
What about Triangular?
by the
Lady
way,
Trang.
I mean, it'll fit with the Bermuda Triangle stuff, right?
You know?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Or Rhombus Girl.
Rhombus.
By the way,
Parallelogram.
if you look at Sphene, another thing that I think is a reference to 9, at least in my canon head, is if you look at her belt. If you look at her belt, she has a dagger, at least what looks like a mask/dagger, ceremonial dagger.
Right, I'm going to look at her picture now.
I wonder if that's because
she has a Kingdom Hearts logo on her waist. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, there's like a little it looks like a little dagger in my opinion.
That's a buckle. It's a fancy buckle.
In my opinion, it's a ceremonial dagger to represent that Garnet called herself Dagger.
Yeah, true. She's got short hair as well.
Yeah,
true. I still want that outfit, by the way, and I don't want it to be a one piece, and I don't want it to be on a cash shop. So I'll never get that.
It'll be in the cash shop, and B, it'll probably be a one piece, and C, it'll be gender locked, and D, the 2-dye channel will probably be like, I don't know.
No, there's never dye channels on those outfits, is there?
Even if they do, it'll be the yellow at the top and the little bits.
They can't do that though, because then it'd have to go back and backdate all of the other cash shop ones that are related to a character. Then, because like 90% of them can't. I don't think any of them can dye, can they?
But then they are going back and adding ultimate weapons, so we'll see.
Yeah, but they should have done that to begin with. I have the opinion they should have had that backdating to begin with, because it's like the ultimate reward for a lot of people going and actually doing that content. So
I mean,
why isn't there a Pictomancer weapon? Why isn't there a insert here? Even if they had to make the models, I know we ask for a lot as a community, but there should be.
Yeah, they really should. Well, I guess we should start wrapping. Sorry, carry on.
I would like her to have an evil sister. That's my go-to on that.
Evil? What?
No, she was actually pretty forgiving. Maybe she's got like an evil clone that has, I don't know, like black mascara and pink hair.
Oh, like goth.
Yeah, like goth Sphene. Like,
instantly better.
Yeah. Like Scalene, that's her name. Just comes out with like a mashup of Gaia's outfit that we never got apart from a one piece, and Sphene's outfit, but like black and pink with neon down the side of it. Yeah, give me the LED outfit.
RGB.
Yeah, all of the LEDs.
I don't know how I think about the expansion. The expansion overall, I think it's okay. It's fun. The story, I was like, eh.
Yeah. Right. What was your favorite bit?
Favorite bit?
Don't say the end of Clement's storyline. Don't do it. It'll be put on the list.
Your favorite bit of the story?
Honestly, I think Baku Jaja is
I think he was. I know people got angry that he got redeemed so fast, but I don't care. I enjoyed it.
I like that. I didn't see that redemption arc coming, and I was like, oh, okay, the guy who I thought was going to be a dick isn't a dick, but it's the general guy who was quiet who was the dick. Cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like the whole Baku Jar Jar thing. I thought it was kind of cool. Like, and everyone's like, oh, everyone's like, people like, we forgave him for releasing a summon. I'm like, if we didn't forgive people who did that, we'd be screwed. Like, people have done way worse things than that around us, and we've forgiven them.
I think my favorite character in that storyline was Kona. By the way,
I called that he would actually rule the country. Like, I called that way at the start, right, Paul? Like, I'm like, as soon as I met him, I'm like, he's going to rule the country.
I think it would have been cooler if, like, Woot Clement had a sacrifice story and then he inherited the country, and then he had to fill shoes. The fact that they cop out and do a double lead, I don't like that.
I'd been saying that since the start, though, that, like, I was expecting her to be like the ambassador that goes around, like, actually with each tribe, and then he rules because he has brain and science and steals everything from the Sharlians because he is a Sharlian fanboy.
Well, he studied at the Studium, so...
He is a fanboy. He is a literal fanboy. I'm sorry. I don't care
if
he studied
there. He's a member of the Studium.
Yeah, sure.
He's like, he is a Sharlian, basically, and He can steal what he likes. It's not proprietary. Okay. You know what was more annoying though in the storyline than anything else, and I'm not going to say Wooklamat for people who want. No. The most annoying thing for me is there's a section where Kona decides that he has the ingenuity to create ether cannons halfway through, and suddenly we have these machine gun fortifications that can be used. I'm like, hold on just 10 minutes. If you had these at the start, right, why didn't we use these? I'm so confused. You've got literal machine guns. Is this not something that of import for you? Like how? Why? Why have you suddenly got ether cannons? Where did they come from? They're not Charlian.
Wait, no, I've changed.
You've changed.
My favorite part was the train.
Oh, you like the train?
The train part was my favorite part of the entire
train. The train was pretty good.
It was a great cutscene.
The coolest part, though, I think the coolest part of the entire story, though, was when they were like, "We have giant Doom airships, and we're going to blow you up," and then we're like, "But we have dragons."
Yes.
And then Vertra appears.
Yeah, when Vitra comes back, I'm like, oh, I wondered if they were going to actually tie this into the previous expansion at all. Yeah. Yay! Yeah. And it wasn't just Vitra; it was the entire brood, plus Baby Dragon. Baby Dragon was there.
Yeah, that's his sister, right?
Yeah, that's his sister that I forget the name of. Baby Dragon.
Baby Dragon.
So yeah, mate, this is not the first time we've done this. This is the they should learn not to send ships after us, because remember there's a huge that whole huge hole near Mordana from when they sent that massive airship to attack us, and we sent Midgar Soma to fight in like the 1.0 stuff.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean he's just
dragons to
ice crystals now.
My friend's being a dick right now, and I'm going to call him out. He's like, story really good right off the bat. Tuesday you will have fun, and that's the WoW story, by the way.
Oh,
okay.
And I was like, okay.
1 out of 10 would not play again.
I mean, I'm going to go check out Respec stream tonight when they do some. They're going to be doing some. If they're not live right now, but they're going to be doing some WoW.
Who's that?
MMO Respec, aka.
Oh right, okay, yeah. Right, okay.
They'll be playing. I don't know if they.
Is Paul not going to be streaming it? I'd watch Paul play it.
I've got to be painting and getting dressed and getting ready because I go away early in the morning. So
I tried the beta.
About 9-ish hours. I'll be getting on a train to get up to London. So
nice. Enjoy.
Yeah, I will.
I tried the beta for
Warhammer. Feel great.
Nice. I tried the beta for War Within because my phone provider was like, "Here is a code." I'm like, okay.
Any good? Or...
I couldn't work out what I was doing, so I quit out of confusion.
What?
I logged in, ran around in circles, confused at what was going on, and then quit.
Well, with WoW, usually as soon as you log into an expansion, they're like, "Adventurer, we need you to come and talk to this old man that's been here since the start of the game that's died twice, but forget all about that. We're going to fill you in on the blanks." And then you go over there and you're like, "Do I have to?" And it's like, "A dragon needs your help." And then you teleport halfway across the world. And then it's just some storyline about somebody invading somebody.
Request your aid to free their homeland.
Another settlement. All
right.
Oh, dear. I don't know. What is even the storyline about in that expansion now?
Well, it's a new trilogy expansion story, right? Because it's gonna expand over 3 expansions. So
that's an excuse not to write 3 separate storylines and just spread it over 3. I'm sorry, but that's weird.
It's about the void and something about the reckoning or something.
Why on the trailer did they have the Lich King back? Can they just let the poor guy die? They've tried to bring him back like too many times in the cutscenes I have seen, and they've ruined it every time. Why is the Lich King on the trailer as this weird blue popsicle? It's so strange. Just the blue popsicle Lich King walking through like the middle of Northrend. I'm like, what? Why?
About Shadowlands because it was like, this is all the Lich King. This is all the Lich King.
Why do I want that to be a merch? Sorry. Why do I want that to be a merch they sell like Lich King lollipops?
Suck on Frostmourne, see what happens. You get your soul taken out. Yeah.
Well,
that'd be cool actually. A suckable Frostmourne. There you go. You can have that one, Blizzard. Add that to your merch store.
Well, we've gone completely off topic, but I say we stayed on topic. But like, we should start wrapping up. Meoni, thank you for joining us. It's always a pleasure to have you on. Do you want to promote where they can find your stuff?
Yeah, you can find me, Meoni, Meoni, on YouTube and Twitch and X, I guess. And that's about it, really. I do YouTube videos weekly, multiple videos. In peak time, I do up to 20 videos a week. In sort of the lower times, a lot less than that. But also stream quite a bit and cover anything you can imagine from Final Fantasy XIV. So come and say hello. Hopefully you will.
Seriously, thank you. It's always a pleasure to have you on. Paul, anything you want to say before we...
Where can they find me? They can find me here on the weekends and then on my personal channel during the week, where I stream actually with Meoni, even though no one will hear him because we have the Discord muted. But we do raid together and we have been killing it.
Yeah, it's going good.
Yeah, but obviously when Dragon Age comes out, I will be putting more focus on that. Then Final Fantasy, obviously I'll log on to raid because 3 hours, 2 hours. You know.
You better log on for raid.
If I just disappear off the face of the planet and then,
Wow, send the pitchforks.
Oh, shit.
Need our healer.
Oh, wait, no, you actually know where I fucking live because you sent me stuff for Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
No. Wait a minute.
I know where you live, Paul. I'll send you more chocolates.
Those chocolates were actually fucking mint.
Nice.
I enjoyed those.
Good.
I framed the card in the end.
Oh, it's so nice.
On my Warhammer desk.
Yeah, hopefully all three of us get to meet up at another one of these conventions and something in the future. Hopefully that'd be cool. I enjoyed that. FanFest was awesome. Thank you for hanging out with me.
And this time, me actually having a credit card that I can buy food, that'd be great.
Putting up with you is easy, Chili. We just sort of, just sit
I kind
down
of wandered off anyway. So
I say put up with him. This motherfucker left me.
He just disappeared. He's got taken away by his official lady from Square Enix, and off he went.
I just get lost.
And we're like, "Where's Chili?" Oh, I don't know. He's probably lost.
I just wander in a direction and then I don't remember where I've come from. That's what happens most of the time.
Where's it come? I do.
I don't know. My go-to take from FanFest was that you and Paul decided to sit in your underwear eating KFC. That's the go.
We didn't even get KFC. We didn't get food.
That's weird.
The FanFest.
Yeah, and then when we got back to the hotel, we just fucking pigged out. We just ordered.
Yeah. I just got this weird image in my head. That's all. It's very weird. Very weird.
Look, it's
I can only imagine your characters though. That's what makes it weirder.
By the way, I'm still sad that I never got to cover that Arcadian thing. I got a model made for the world first race because I was going to be part of it, but ended up not being part of it.
I saw that. Yeah.
It ended up so fast. So
that's because the teams were so incredibly good, and it was a fairly easy tier for them. Yeah.
Anyway, you can find me here on Moogle Radio. I stream Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I've been doing a lot of Fantasy 14. We've been doing a bit of Fantasy 10, but of course, when Visions of Mana comes out, I'm going to be picking up that game. So expect some Visions of Mana streams probably on here as we do a playthrough. Remember, you can go check us out on YouTube where I post the Dawn Trails MSQ. I think we're nearly done. I really should start doing more actual YouTube content. So yeah, go check out our YouTube videos. We've reached 116 subscribers on YouTube. We've actually reached 10k views. So we're actually at 10k views, which is pretty incredible, really, for our size. So thank you, everyone, for supporting us, and thank you, Meoni. Episode 200 will be next month. Date to be confirmed. But episode 200 will be next month. And I'm excited with who I've got on as a guest. It's a bit of a controversial guest, but I'm excited.
You should do a episode 199.5. Do like an interim, and then just be really weird and have a even specialer guest on. Just pick somebody random. Just to mess with your number system, just have a 0.5 episode.
What was it? I think it was episode 150 where I've got episode 150 A, B, and C. So.
What? That's confusing.
A, B, and C.
Like, because it was a 3-parter for episode 150, I think it was.
Ah, right. Yeah. Celebrations.
Yeah. So yeah, episode 200. 7 years, 200 episodes. It's been
Who's on the 200th episode? And come on, spill the beans, Chili. Give everyone a hint. Come on, you know you can.
I can just tell you. I by the way, I double check. Okay, there's 2 people that planned. One of them's still up in the air, but the other one has been basically confirmed for now. It's a YouTuber. I asked if they'd play. Okay, I made sure that they played Final Fantasy before I asked if they were on, and they confirmed that they had played up to Shadowbringers.
Oh God!
And the other one had done. The other one had done Endwalker. They'd actually done Ultimate. Their wife had done Endwalker and completed Ultimates and Savage up to Endwalker.
Both YouTubers?
One of them's a YouTuber. The other one, I don't think is a YouTuber, but I think she helped with content occasionally.
I see. We're getting lots of information here. One is a YouTuber, and one of them.
He is a YouTuber. Yeah, and it's I would say one of the bigger YouTubers that it's quite a big YouTuber.
On the platform, or just for
not
14?
On the platform, but like for gacha games, should we say?
Oh, for gacha
and
games.
MMOs and they previously were MMO focused, but now they're more gacha focused.
Really?
I just go to Wobsy.
Wobsy's have been raided by them a few times in the past as well.
Who are we getting off for 200? I don't even know who we're having off for 200.
All I can think of is like Sea Dog or something. I'm trying to think of.
Dog,
yeah, sure, we'll get Sea Dog.
That would be a sick episode. I'd love to watch that.
No, I can't afford to. If I had Sea Dog on, I can't afford it because then I'd go broke buying all the cinnamon rolls to make Iron Mouse happy just to have Sea Dog on.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah.
I'd have to go broke just buying the cinnamon.
So
rolls.
Okay, like we got to dig a little bit deeper. I'm stretching this out, right?
Okay.
So hold on.
They used to be MMO. They're a big YouTuber. Okay. But when I say big, I would say that they're just they're around. Their main channel is around just over 64K.
What like
subs? 64,000 subs.
All right, okay, for MMOs.
Well, was MMOs,
and the other person.
This is their main channel. They've got other channels.
Yeah.
And the other person isn't a YouTuber. What's their profession?
I mean, I don't want to. Their other channel has 365 subs, by the way. So,
no, I mean like the other person. What's their?
I don't want to go into details.
No,
I can't. That's personal stuff.
Oh, okay. So they're not a voice actor, or
no.
Ooh, okay. I'll stop guessing.
Okay.
Yeah, we should just ask Bucky Jar Jar as a voice actor on. Yeah.
Oh my god,
that'd be cool.
But anyway, see, episode 200. The other guest was actually, I'll just reveal it how. The other one that was planned to be on was, god damn it, my brain. Jesse Cox was going to be planned. Oh, right,
cool.
So that might happen again in the future, but I know that he's busy in September, so I will see if he still can.
I used to raid with Jesse in WoW.
Is MMO Bites, who will be having.
Oh, cool! Right, nice.
So
I met one half of that in Germany one year.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, we'll have MMO Bites on, aka Sticks.
So groovy.
So yeah, that's the guess so far for 200. Again, it won't be until September, so things can change, of course. Depending on health and business. We'll see. But that's the plan so far. But seriously, thank you, Meoni, for being on. Always
thank you. Sorry. I enjoy it every time. So I don't know why you guys invite me in the first place, but I enjoy it every time.
We enjoy. You're an amazing content creator. Your streams are enjoyable. You're fun to talk to, and you're lovely to be around. You are just a wonderful guest. Wouldn't you agree, Paul?
I mean, accidental smudging could happen, but yeah, it's great.
Hey, we don't talk about that wall. The forbidden lasagna, as we call it, that I smudged into. Yeah, that's what chat called it. It was like, hi, so you have entered the forbidden lasagna. I'm like, yes.
And
it's been a pleasure.
My final rant for the podcast was that Oren Vale was horrible earlier. I don't want to do that ever again.
You're going to have that last point. Can I have a last point as well?
Sure.
Why is Sylvanas getting a skin in Overwatch? That's me done. There you go.
Why am I buying and I don't even play Widow?
It's, yeah, awful. Awful.
I'll bet you another one. Why the fuck is Overwatch still exist?
Yeah, that's a better question.
Why is there
Oh,
a
man.
Dragon Ball MOBA and why am I addicted to it? Anyway, thank you
All
everyone.
these questions.
So many
And more
questions.
on
No
episode
answer.
200. Bye-bye. Spoilers, these won't be talked about on episode 200.
Spoilers. Now they are. I will fucking remember these.
Paul will find a way.
So, what are your thoughts about the Widowmaker skin?
Yeah, you should ask Jesse.
Uh,
That'd be hilarious.
until next time. Bye, everyone.
Fairly wells.